Morning, guys. We're going to talk about leadership now in a moment. That's the subject for today. It'll be a quickie again. That's the whole idea. We're not here to preach or out like that. All it is to create a little bit of awareness and open you up in a particular area so that you can actually get something from this little talk and perhaps apply it to something you're working on at the moment. Okie dokie, hopefully everything's going well. Do let me know how you're getting on. Any little win at all is a win. So make sure you're, all the time trying to push forward. I know it's difficult and it can be difficult at times, but it's a bit to do with mindset. And as I said earlier on, your mind is a great tool, but it can also be a great enemy. So you've always got to be in motion and pushing hard. So basically leadership, let's see where we start. There's a lack of leadership in the world. I think the greatest leaders now tend to be small to medium sized company owners, and we don't see it too much in politics. I'd think of the likes of Nelson Mandela. I'd think of Steve Jobs. These guys are phenomenal leaders. What made them great leaders? They commanded respect, and the reason they got respect from their workers and the people, which are their customers or the people who follow them, they were competent, they had purpose, and they gave direction, and they had courage to follow it all the way through, despite any negative knocks they got along the journey. It's never easy for a leader because there's always push through, and there's always people who'll try and take them out or disagree with them and so on. So just let's look at that thing what I just said about leadership. The ability to have purpose and the ability to have courage to follow through on that purpose and to be able to give direction to people, positive direction, are like stellar qualities that leaders have. Now, when you think of leaders, sometimes we think of, leaders of governments and, businesses and so on. There's leaders in families, that's, maybe the mammy, the daddy, both leaders in their own rights. There's leaders in yourself, to lead yourself, and there's leaders in schools, in colleges, and so on and so forth. So it's very important, wherever you're at yourself in life, is to become a leader for yourself. So, and then if you have a small group with you or a large group, make sure you're always increasing your knowledge, your competence, your skill. And one of the greatest assets is communication as well, because a leader needs to be able to communicate and give clear instructions as to the intentions of the projects and where they are going. One of the other qualities about leadership is execution. And again, it's an area that I'm working on myself personally, because as I said on an earlier one there, I'm great at starting things, but finishing things, not as good. And that's an area I'm weak on, but I'm definitely improving on it lately. I'm putting a lot of area onto it. The word executive, which is, a leader is an executive, actually comes from execution. If you look back at its derivation, it's a Latin word, and basically it goes into, two words broken up, but it's all about following through. It's the execution. So if you look at competent leaders, they actually get projects done and things done. So that touches back onto, backlogs and stuff like that. So leaders get stuff done, and that creates change. And if they get done in the right direction, that creates prosperity for the particular group. If it's a country, it creates prosperity for the country. If it's bad leadership and projects are badly put out there, it'll go in the opposite way, and you won't really get good following behind that leadership. So there you go. That's just a little bit on leadership. So look at yourself in terms of leadership. What's your purpose? What purpose are you driving? What's your competence in that area to drive that purpose? How's your communication levels in terms of articulating what it is you're trying to do or achieve, and to sell other people on that, so you get positivity in that direction, so you get motion, you get stuff done, and you're going in the direction. So So have a look at yourself in regards to, because we are all leaders. I don't care. It isn't like you're born a leader. It's something that you can actually learn. There's a big, you don't learn this stuff in school or college. Learn how to become an executive. Learn how to become a leader. Even if you don't want to lead a group or anything like that, lead yourself or lead, your small friends or your family, whatever it might be. The main thing is that it's an increase in wherever you're at, and leaders are always looking to learn more and grow and expand anyway. So as I said before, it's a gradient thing. All right, rock and roll. So see if you can apply leadership to yourself today and ongoing. Rock and roll. See ya.